Why do most men fail miserably with women? Be honest. How many times have you felt invisible to women? No matter how hard you try, how much effort you put in, it never seems to be enough. You've spent years improving your looks, your status, even memorizing pickup lines. But the results are always the same: rejection, confusion, or worse, being completely ignored. Here's the brutal truth that most men refuse to accept. Attraction has nothing to do with your appearance, wealth, or even charm. What if I told you that 95.7% of women are wired to be drawn to you, but for reasons much deeper than you think? This isn't some gimmick or trick you can fake. But once you truly understand it and start living by it, everything changes. Women will start gravitating toward you. They'll crave your presence. They'll feel an unexplainable pull toward you. Because this isn't about chasing women. It's about becoming a force that makes you naturally magnetic. In this video, we'll break down the brutal truth that makes every woman finds you irresistible, and why most men will never unlock its power. Let's begin. 1. The man who knows how to tease her drives her wild. There's a hidden secret that the most attractive men understand. Women don't want everything handed to them. They don't want a guy who wears his heart on his sleeve, who showers them with compliments, who makes things too easy. They crave tension. They want the buildup. They want the chase. And nothing makes a woman obsess over a man more than the art of teasing, flirting with just enough restraint to leave her wanting more. A man who makes her laugh, but with a hint of challenge. A man who shows desire, but never in a way that feels needy. When done right, teasing hijacks her brain chemistry. It triggers dopamine, the same chemical that fuels addiction. That's why women can't resist men who push and pull. One moment, you compliment her. Then you playfully take it back. You act interested, but then make her question if you really are. Teasing isn't just words. It's in your delivery. With words, "Oh, you think you're cute? I'm not convinced yet." With touch, when she reaches for your hand, pull away with a smirk, just for a second, before finally letting her have it. With timing, lean in like you're about to kiss her. Then pause and whisper, "Not yet." Most men either try too hard, showering her with attention, which kills attraction, or they play it too safe, boring her into oblivion. But the man who keeps her guessing, who keeps her on her toes, is the man who stays on her mind. Because when you tease her just right, she's not just attracted, she's hooked. 2. The man who can walk away owns the game. There's an undeniable truth about attraction that most men never understand. The man who is willing to walk away is the man who holds all the power. Think about it. What makes something valuable? Is it the thing that's always available, always chasing, always desperate to be chosen? Or is it the thing that stands firm, that demands to be earned, that makes people work for it? Scarcity creates value, and attraction is no different. Women are wired to chase what they perceive as high status. If you're always available, always eager, always seeking her validation, she will never respect you. But the second a man proves that he's not afraid to walk away, everything changes. Suddenly, she starts wondering, why isn't he chasing me? Why does he seem so unbothered? Did I misjudge him? And just like that, you flip the dynamic. She's no longer in control. You are. Most men ruin their value by being too available. They text back instantly. They agree to everything. They revolve their world around her. And in doing so, they destroy their own worth. But the man who walks away, he activates something powerful in her psychology. He shows that he's not dependent on her validation, that he's already complete, and that right there is what makes women chase. Because the truth is, if she's not afraid of losing you, she will never truly desire you. 3. The man who can whisper dirty. Without saying a single word, some men can make a woman's body react before they ever touch her, before they ever say something obvious, before she even realizes what's happening. This is the power of sexual tension. Most men kill attraction by blurting out something sexual too soon. But the men who truly seduce women, they do it without words. It's all about subtlety. Holding eye contact, just a little too long. Let her feel you watching her. Let her sense your control. Lowering your voice. A deep, calm, slow tone forces her to lean in. It makes her listen. Pausing before you speak. Silence is powerful. A perfectly timed pause before a simple, "What am I going to do with you?" can send shivers down her spine. Light, lingering touch. The brush of your fingers against hers. The subtle graze of your hand on her back. These tiny moments create an electric pull. Because here's the truth. Women don't want everything spelled out. They don't want a man who blurts out his desires too soon. That ruins the mystery. They want to feel it before they hear it. They want to anticipate it before it happens. And the longer you make her wait, the more she'll crave you. The man who makes her feel like a woman can have her anytime he wants. There's a hidden truth about attraction that most men never tap into. A truth so powerful that once you understand it, women will start looking at you differently. And that truth is this: a man who makes a woman feel deeply, irresistibly feminine can have her anytime he wants. It's not about looks. It's not about money. It's about how you make her feel in your presence. Women are constantly stuck in their heads, overthinking, worrying, planning. But the moment they're in front of a man who makes them feel fully feminine, everything changes. They stop thinking. They start feeling. And once a woman feels that pull toward you, there's no stopping what happens next. Most men try too hard to impress women, but the men who women crave, the ones who make them weak in the knees, understand that attraction isn't about trying. It's about presence, holding eye contact just a little longer, speaking slowly, with confidence, owning your space, moving with certainty, touching with intention, a light graze that sends shivers down her spine. The brutal truth? Most men make women feel nothing. But the man who knows how to tap into her feminine energy, who makes her feel desired, safe, and out of control at the same time, that's the man she fantasizes about. That's the man she obsesses over. That's the man who never has to chase, because she'll do it for him. Final thoughts. Why most men will never get this right. Here's the harsh reality. Most men will never become truly magnetic, not because they can't, but because they refuse to unlearn the lies they've been fed their entire lives. They believe attraction is about being nice, about playing it safe, about doing everything right. But the truth? Women don't fall for the nice guy. They don't crave the man who puts them on a pedestal, who bends over backward, who tiptoes around them, afraid to make a move. Women want a man who leads, a man who challenges them, a man who makes them feel something real. And that's why most men fail. They're too scared to tease, too scared to walk away, too scared to create tension. And in doing so, they become forgettable. But if you're ready to ditch the weak, approval-seeking mindset and step into your true power, then everything changes. Women will feel the shift. They'll sense something different about you. and they won't be able to ignore it. Because the moment you stop chasing validation and start living with conviction, they'll start chasing you. What to do next? If you found this video eye-opening, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more brutally honest breakdowns on attraction, mindset, and dominance. And if you're serious about leveling up your game, drop a comment below. What's the number one mistake most men make when it comes to women? Let's see how many of you already understand the truth.